y'all, what's up? This is Justin Jones-Fosu, Work Meaningful and Justin Inspires, and I'm here to help you learn how do you change your rhythms when the rhythms around you have changed, to give you some practical tips and ways that we can engage that. Right now, one of the things that's important for me to set this up is, the drum. So sometimes in my live presentations, what I've been able to do is I ask somebody to drum, and they're like drumming, they're like, all right. Right? Then I'm like, all right, now I want you to drum like someone, you're drumming for someone you passionately love. And they're like, right. Then I'm like, now I want you to drum like you're drumming at the best party of your life. And they're like, hey, 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 right? Now what's interesting to me is that the drum has stayed the same. What's changed is the meaning that people put into the drum that changed the outcome that each and every one of us heard and received. So we have the power, even in the midst of this craziness, to change the beat because we're focusing on what we can actually control. Right? So how do we do this? What are some practical tips and ways to do this? Now, through our drum experience and changing our beats, we realize here are 3 ways that we can actually do it. Now, number 1 is that we can focus on changing by grieving, what I call the 3G model, grieving what was lost, by giving grace to ourselves and others, but then also growing in the areas that matter the most. So first, how do we grieve what was lost? One of the things, a great tip to do is that we should consider writing down what we've lost in our academic lives, in our personal lives, and in our relational lives. What are some of the things that you miss that you're not able to do, whether it's classes or spending time with friends or going to this amazing movie and checking it out? Whatever those things are, write it down, whether you write it down once or you journal on a consistent basis, because what we find in the research is that these are things that actually help us to start our process of grieving what we've actually lost. Number 2, we have to be able to grow or have grace for ourselves and others. Now, if you've been like me, you've been a little impatient, even with myself, right? And so I have to think through, how do I focus more on progress over perfection, right? Now, many of us, we're trying to be perfect. We're trying to act and do the same things we did before pre-corona. But what progress is the most important thing. At the end of the day, we ask ourselves, what did I make progress in these 3 key areas of academics or work, your personal life, and your relational life. Making progress here helps us and fuels us to be more motivated to actually continue. Maybe you were able to run an hour or spend an hour doing, in the library, or spend an hour working out, or whatever that may be. But now you can do 30 minutes. We can either focus on the 30 minutes you didn't get in, or the 30 minutes you actually did. And that's more motivating, so that maybe at one point you can get back to that hour. But not just focusing on how do we give grace to ourselves and others, but how do we also focus on and grow in the areas that matter the most? And one of those ways that we can practically do that is what's called the focus frog. Now, the focus frog is simply this. Now, you spend time focusing on the most important, challenging thing that you have to accomplish that day. So Monday through Friday, I get on a Zoom call with one of my good buddies, a fellow speaker, Daryl Bellamy, and we jump on and we ask, what is the biggest or most challenging thing you have to accomplish today? And will you start making progress on it or accomplish it? And so we put our phones on Do Not Disturb, and then for the rest of the call, we're busy working. So at least, if anything, we just got that one thing done today. So that's one way that you can focus, is saying, what is the hardest, most challenging, daunting thing, and beginning that early in the day so that you can have some focus. Not only that, but then also showing what I call extravagant appreciation to others, where you go out your way to celebrate people around you, whether that's people who are essential, people on the front lines of this work, whether it's just doing for a friend or video or good friends. I made this habit of doing these extravagant appreciation videos in the morning and sending it to a person just to let them know how awesome and amazing they are and how much they mean to me. It not only makes them feel good, but it actually makes me feel good. So what can you do? What are ways that you can actually bring meaning to your work each and every single day? Change that beat, so that you can work more meaningfully. If you need anything else, contact me at justin@justininspires.com, and I'd love to serve you in any way I can. Thanks so much, y'all. Have an amazing day and be safe.